You're welcome back from the quick break. This is still Stand Up on Shobiz TV with me, Evergreen Asantuan. We are still on our Paul Park feature interview segment, and I've been joined in the studio by a man, and he says, you will leave that one for later, but I've been joined in the studio by Richard Osei-Bonsu, and he is a spoken word artist, and today we are discussing or talking about the modern mother-child relationship. And there you have it. And I know this is an issue that most of you have been waiting for, anticipating, because it is very, very important that we discuss it in this current generation, the Gen Z's era. Richard, you are welcome.
Thank you very much.
It's good to have you.
Same here.
Right.
Good to have me.
That's nice.
Sure.
You're a spoken word artist.
Yes, please.
And you have your own style and beliefs in terms of or opinions about certain issues. So I'm very happy to have you here, especially regarding this topic that we are here to discuss.
Yes, please.
But before that, is there more to Richard Osei-Bonsu that you would want us to know before we start the conversation?
Yes, please. Richard Osei-Bonsu. Like you said, he's a spoken word artist. I think that God has given me a gift, and over the years, I've used the gifts to bless people on individual basis. So the time has come for me to move to the next pedestal by giving that information to people so that people will find solutions to their problems. I believe God has more solutions than the problems we have in life. So that is Richard Osei-Bonsu.
Okay.
And then I also work with Nana Coco Board.
Right.
Yes, please.
Okay,
As
that's
an HR
good.
person.
Oh, you're into HR?
Yes, please.
Wow, that's good to know.
Okay.
Wow, that's interesting anyways. So we are talking about the modern mother-child relationship. So how would you define modern parenting?
Thank you very much. A modern parenting. I think that the modern parenting has become more challenging compared to the olden days. The coming into, if you look at the social media we have, the force that is the youth of today are having with the social media and how things are moving fast, it looks like we tend to, mothers tend to have more responsibilities than the previous times. If you look at the previous times, most mothers were like housewives, but now they are career women and they have to get children, they have to move on with their work. So they combined a lot of things. They combine their job, taking care of the house, taking care of the husband, all the other things are coming in addition to the career that they have to pursue. So I think that in modern times, mothers tend to have more challenges than in the olden days. I'm not saying the olden days they didn't have challenges, they did, but it was not more of combining both house chores and house activities to career life. I think that Leanne, the lady who just left before I came, is making a statement that her children, she's supposed to, leave her career as a result of having children. And that's the difficulty and the challenges modern mothers are experiencing. So that is what I think about the modern mother and the challenges that has escalated to its heights.
Okay, do you think it's as a result of the children's expectations? In terms of these days, do you think children expect more from their parents? That's why it has also become more challenging.
If you're a mother, the expectations on you comes from various angles. So the children are looking for their own expectations, and then the father is there, and all the other things I've mentioned, they are all drawing from you. And today, it looks like children are far advanced in learning than what it used to be. Your child will come home and bring a question, a homework that the mother has no idea. So the mother has to quickly Google or find a way of getting solution to the child. So the demand from children is so high on mothers, and in these modern times, that is what we are actually experiencing. And I think that we have to honor mothers per what they go through to raise their children. And that's the reason why I have done epistles of his promises. It is good to have your mother alive. My mother is not alive, but it is good to have your mother alive. And then you have to gel with your mother and experience the development of the child. The development of a child is gravitated towards the mother, because most of the time the fathers are not there. But the mother is there to support the child in and out. So the demands is self-surging. Yes.
Okay. Since you've mentioned the epistles of his promises, can you tell us a little bit about it quickly?
Thank you very much. Epistles of his promises is God's solutions to the challenges of humanity. So human beings are spirit beings. And so therefore, God created us as he is. So God is a spirit and human beings are spirit. God lives in the future. So whatever happens tomorrow or in the future, God has that information with him. Your connection with God will determine whether he will reveal what is going to happen tomorrow to you. I have that gift. It's a gift. That's what I should say. Sorry. It's a gift. That if I hear a problem from my left ear, if somebody tells me a problem from the left ear, I get solution from the right. And this has been my life for a very long time. So people come to me and they bring issues. Sometimes they are crying over the issues, but as we speak, I get the answers from other angles. And by the time the person leaves my presence, by the grace of God, the person has a solution to the problem. So epistles of his promises is speaking the mind of God to the societal challenges we are having. Every problem that any human being has more than one solution, and that solution lies with God. So anyone who is connected to God will always have solutions to the problems. One, what we think or what we are because we are physical beings, we are programmed to think in a certain way. But how God thinks is different from how we think. So epistles of his promises looks at the society, finds a problem, and decides to deal with the problem by using spoken words to meet the challenge of that particular problem.
Wow. That looks like it will be interesting to listen to, because I have had the opportunity I've had the opportunity to actually listen to it. But it's just unfortunate that we can't play it on here for people to also listen to it. But since you have actually mentioned it, that's a great one. And we have a video of the cocoa.
Yes.
So let's quickly check out the video.
All right. Upon listening to the audio and watching the video, the writer or the author is talking about galamsey and its devastating effect on cocoa farms.
Enti yenya kuafo ye adwuma wo ha ne ntroa ne makoni cocoa ni de ayo hawo ne amane ne dam enso na ye poto de ye hwe a enyeyi.
The fact that people have given out or sold out their cocoa in exchange for other things like rubber, and now they are indulging in galamsey activities, which in effect is making cocoa production very low and affecting the livelihood of farmers and Ghanaians as a whole.
Say cocoa adwuma kra na asase kra ba ye adwuma de didi kwampo unya bi wezutam ka.
As we talk now, the waters that run through our taps are more or less like chocolate colored. Some as deep, muddy, that you have to even let it settle before you can consume it. And I think that I support the writer or the author for this project 100%.
We are trip to Bunsu to have a shot on Galamsey.
We have anybody who comes to me gets a solution to their problems. If somebody wants to commit a suicide and meets me and we sit down, by the grace of God, by the time the person leaves my presence, there is a solution.
A solution.
Yes, to the problem.
Okay.
And it didn't start today. It has been there for a very long time. And people who know me and who are close to me, or who have had an experience of that, they will testify on that one. So you look at the society, you look at a problem, identify it, and find solution to the problem. But I use spoken word. So it's like I'm weaving something. I use the words to paint pictures.